All right, just for fun, I decided to record drums with 3 different mics and make some tests. So here is the Shure SM-91, then the Sennheiser E602, and the Sub-Kick from Avantone. We're going to listen to them one by one. I'm going to deactivate the plugins so you can hear them raw at first. So let's start with the SM-91, which is inside the bass drum. So it's going to be a bit higher frequencies, less low frequencies. So let's listen. So the Shure SM-91, you heard a bit of bleeding from the snare. It might comes from the hole in the front head or leaking inside or somehow. And then if we listen to the E602, which is just at the entry of the bass drum where the hole that I made is on the front head. Let's listen to the Sennheiser. So you heard a bit less bleeding, a lot more low frequencies. So that's interesting. And then, of course, the sub-mix mic from Avantone. Let's listen to it. Nearly only low frequencies. Of course, we could use only this one. I think this sound is well balanced and the Sennheiser is pre-EQ'd. So if we activate the plugins, actually, I'm going to deactivate this and we're going to put some flat EQ to get a spectrum analyzer. If we check the SM-91, so there is some low frequencies, but of course it does not get very far in the bottom. If we switch to the Sennheiser and listen again, so we clearly see a dip in the mids and so a peak in the low frequencies and in the high frequencies already. It looks like some EQ you could put on another mic to get a good bass drum sound. So this can be used as is if you want. Let's listen to the Sub-Kick mic. So as expected, you see that there's a very downfall on the frequencies. You get only lows. And now let's try to listen to that raw, but within the old mix of the drums. So the first thing to do if you record with multiple mics, when times come to mix, you need to check the polarity of each mic to be certain that there's no frequency cancellation. So let's check that. If we listen to this mic and this one, let's listen. Did you hear the difference? If I invert the polarity, there's a lot more low end, so that's very good. Okay, since both should be inverted, what we're going to do, we're going to leave them as default and invert the first one. And let's listen to the three of them. So often what I do is I make, of course, a combination, the Sub-Kick mic and the SM-81. So we're going to try to mix both together. Okay, and we'll need some EQs. So what I did with this one, of course, I used a silencer to isolate the sound and, of course, cut some of those bleeding. Let's listen just alone, and then I'll activate silencer. Okay, and then another thing you could do is trigger a gate from the Sub-Kick mic. So since there's only low frequencies, you can filter frequencies to get only the very lows, and those frequencies could open as a sidechain gate for the other mic. But I think that silencer is easier to do right away. So you see the EQ, I did cut the low frequencies a lot because I want to use the Sub-Kick mic instead. And then I pushed the high frequencies to get some kind of click and presence in the mix. So let's listen before and after. Okay, and then we're gonna add the Sub-Kick mic. Let's listen to the Sub-Kick alone. All right, and then both together. And in the mix of the old drum. And then the mix of the old song. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the like button, consider subscribing, hit the bell and get notifications. And of course, another way to help the channel is to play many videos and share those videos. It's always a great help.